What is up, YouTube? This is my first ever Madden video on this channel. First ever YouTube video on this channel as well. I've always loved watching people do Madden, and I thought I could get into it and start YouTubing it as well. So this is my first ever video. We are going to be doing a career sim of RG3. We are doing it from 2012 when he was a rookie, and we actually have all the draft classes for all the years. And the real rosters. Shout out to Madden mod creators to make this available on PC only. Console, you cannot do it. Sucks, but you know. But we are going to be doing a career resim. We are not adjusting anything, touching anything. It's all on the computer to do it. So they better make the right decisions to win, you know, the man Super Bowls and stuff. So basically just going to resim his career here and see how it goes. And hopefully he can redeem his career. He is a one-time Heisman winner, and he is the second overall pick in the 2012 draft. And as you guys can see here, he's actually got a pretty decent team defense to start out. And his career goals that we're going to set is to win a Super Bowl, win 2 MVPs, throw for 40,000 yards, and rush for 3,500 yards. I believe these are pretty easy, as you guys can see right here. He is an 83 to start out, and I don't think it's going to be that hard for him to get up and get going. He's got good throw power, deep accuracy, everything. He's got good speed, so he's mobile like he was back in college. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this stuff right here. A mobile quarterback. His backup is Kirk Cousins. I mean, this is all real Alfred Morris. It's like super cool. Really love this mod. I mean, like, look, we got young Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. I mean, he plays another 10 years. Peyton Manning, who retires in like 2 years, and Eli Manning, Drew Brees, Matthew, even the running backs, AP, Ray Rice, Aaron Foster, Jamal Charles. So like, this is super cool. I love that we can go back and, you know, resim a lot of these careers that see how it can actually turn out. But the focus we're going to do in here is RG3. We are on the Washington Redskins, and every year we actually have the draft classes all the way up to 2020. So after that, we're not going to be able to add anyone else, which I know like Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, and all them come in. But they are still working on those files. I'm going to see if I can get other files, possibly, but I don't think anybody has them made. And I really do not feel like sitting here making, you know, 150 plus for 3 years. So we're just gonna resim, you know, RG3's career here, and in year 1, we're gonna go ahead and simulate as they're, you know, don't look that great, but you know, we'll see what he can do with this team here. So let's go ahead and start simulating, and let's sim to the end of the season to see if they can make it all the way in. So here we are, guys, at the end of year 1. Let's go ahead and check out his stats. 3,400 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 9 picks. It's close to his rookie stats, but I think he had 20 touchdowns and only 5 picks. So I mean, not too bad for his rookie year. We did not have a running game, holy cow! But we had 400 yards and 5 touchdowns on the ground. So yeah. I don't think that's probably enough to push him Rookie of the Year. Let's go ahead and check it out. Aaron Rodgers is MVP. And Rookie of the Year, actually, he does win Rookie of the Year. That's surprising. And I don't think we made the playoffs here, guys. No, we didn't. We just missed the playoffs at 9-7. So that's not too bad for his first year in the NFL here with a very, very poor team, I should say. Let's just say they're not that good. So we're going to go ahead and simulate to the next season and see who they all add for RG3. And so here we are, guys, in year number 2 for RG3's resim of his career. Now, last year we didn't make the playoffs, but we went 9-7, and after winning after winning Rookie of the Year like he did in real life, we are here at a 93 overall already. Kirk Cousins still his backup. Roy is our leading running back over Alfred. Receivers, we went and got Cordell Patterson. to help out the young RG3. I don't think that's a bad pickup. Maybe, get something good. We got Gavin Escobar as our tight end. Maybe he can take over eventually. Here we are at the end of year number 2, and as you can see, we went 9-8. It was a really, really tight division here. So you could tell that we didn't do horrible, but looking at the team rankings, that we are not supposed to be 9-8. We do not look that good. The only thing that really looks good is the defense and offense points per game. Our passing game and running game is really, really low. But let's go ahead and look at the stats. It goes 33, 21, and 6. So less interceptions, a little more touchdowns, about the same yardage. And rushing wise, 347 and 4. Holy Alfred Morris, 14 touchdowns on the ground. Receiving, we still not have a 1,000-yard receiver, and Cordell Patterson barely got the ball. That is crazy. I don't know what this offensive scheme is, but obviously it does not seem that good. And I can guarantee we did not win any awards, so it's not that good. Well, here we are in year number 3. So let's go ahead and check out his ratings and stuff like that, as he is a 97 overall, still a superstar X Factor. Let's see if they added any talent around him. Alfred Morris is over Roy, but Roy is getting most of the carries. How about receivers? Cordell Patterson is receiver number 2. And wow, they did not get any help from my man. Holy cow, if anything, they left players go. So here we are at the end of year number 3, and as you guys can see, we went 11-6. It means we are in the playoffs against our rivals, Dallas Cowgirls. Let's go ahead and check out some of these stats to see if maybe we can... Okay. 4,000 yards, so his first time of 4,000, 32 touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions. We have 383 yards on the ground with 4 touchdowns as well. We actually had a 1,000-yard rusher and 2 1,000-yard receivers. That means we are heading in the right direction for here. Not sure if it's enough to win him a yearly award, and no, he does come 4th in the MVP race. Let's see about Offensive Player of the Year. He is 5th, and best quarterback, he is 3rd. So we're heading in the right directions. What do they get out of it? They actually had enough time to kneel. They got the first down. That is the ball game. We will lose our first game in the playoffs. Don't worry, RG3 will definitely be back. As we can see right here, RG3 went 20 for 31, 209, and an interception in his first game. And I know on the ground we had 2 rushing touchdowns, 6 carries, and 42 yards. He was doing it on the ground and through the air. That one crucial mistake could have actually cost this game for the young man. So RG3 is 25. Looking good. We got some power backs, that's for sure. Alfred Morris is carrying the ball here. Cordell Patterson is our number 1 receiver with Pierre Garçon. And we got Devontae Parker, who wasn't that bad in his young time. Over the time he did get pretty bad. Gavin Escobar hasn't really improved to be our tight end. It's been Steve Marinari. So I mean, yeah, not too many big weapons. I mean, it's been average kind of weapons for him. Cordell Patterson, this is his season to really step up and become number 1 receiver in his 3rd year here. So let's go ahead and simulate his 4th season here in the NFL. We were close to hitting the MVP last year, so let's see if we can hit the MVP this year, and hopefully we can do that. So let's go ahead and simulate to the end of the season here, which I think our defense has gotten a little worse, and our offense is getting a little better. So I'm hoping the defense is not getting worse as the offense gets better. So year number 4 here, we went 13-4, won the division here, and we are in the wild card once again. So it wasn't enough to get a first round bye, but we are pretty high on the board here, and we're going to be going up against the 10-7 Eagles. So let's go ahead and check out the stats for this year. 3,700 yards, 35 touchdowns with 6 picks. A little less yardage, but more touchdowns, and the percentage is crazy, 74%. That's actually pretty dang good. We got another 1,000 yard rushing and 500 and 404 for RG3. We have Devontae Parker picking up 1,000 yards. That's a big upgrade. Pierre Garçon and Cordell Patterson was not #1 receiver. So I don't think Patterson's really going to be stepping up to be the receiver here, which sucks. Because it would have been nice if he could have back to some years, that's for sure. Pretty sure that's probably not enough to win an MVP. Nope, it puts him at 5th place. Definitely not enough to win any other awards. 6th place for the Offensive Player of the Year. Best Quarterback puts him 3rd place. So not enough to win any awards. Remember, we're trying to hit 2 MVPs and at least a Super Bowl win. So I feel confident enough to go ahead and just simulate this week and see if maybe we can go ahead and get a win. We're going up against 10-7 Philly. I mean, they look like they're better, but we went 13-4. So let's go ahead and simulate this and see if maybe we can push into the divisional. So as you guys can see, we did dominate the Eagles 35-27. That is actually crazy. We're going to go up against the 13-4 Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers, who had a great season. So I'm going to go ahead and try to simulate. I don't want to jump into too many games, so let's simulate this game and see if maybe we can make it in. I'm hoping that we can advance to the championship, and we do. We beat the 13-4 Packers. Holy crap. So now we are going against the Dallas Cowboys, who actually pushed us out of the playoffs last year. This is going to be a good one. I feel confident enough in the team to go ahead and beat the Dallas Cowboys. I feel like we will, and I feel like we beat them by at least 14. No, we lose. Jeez, maybe I should have jumped in and simulated it, but it is what it is. RG3 now is, I believe, 2-2 in his playoff career, and 0-2 against the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl to go up against the New England Patriots, and I believe probably still Tom Brady. The Dallas Cowboys actually beat Tom Brady. Last year was the Bengals. Patriots winning there. 38-0 Eagles over Chiefs in the first Super Bowl? Holy crap. Michael Vick dominated the Chiefs. So let's go ahead and see here if he got a contract extension at all. As you guys can see, he's inclined a lot with the touchdowns and stuff. But let's go ahead and see contract. No, he is still on his rookie deal. So no contract extension over the offseason. So let's go ahead and check if he got any help on this team here. Hopefully they got him a true wide receiver. Alfred Moore's still carrying in the backfield with Carlos Hyde and Mike Davis. I think they're good on running back. Patterson is #1 receiver still. Devontae Parker and Garçon. So we're going to go ahead and go over the team here. At quarterback, we have RG3, obviously. Alfred Morris is still our #1 back with Carlos Hyde. Wide receiver, Patterson is our #1. Parker is our #2. And Garçon is our #3. At tight end, we have Escobar, Hooper, and Darren Waller. A left tackle, we are looking solid with Trent Williams, who's still playing in the league and still #1 tackle in the league. Young guards, getting old in the center, so we got Matt Paradise, but we also, center would be a spot they need to get. So the offense line actually looks really good here. We got young D Ford here, who is a superstar at left end. Frank Clark at right end, who does have some potential. At defensive tackle, Vernon Butler, Stacey McGee, and Trayvon Coley. at our DT position. So our defense is looking stacked by the year. Perry Riley is up to an 86. So after that, I mean, and Arakapo is a 99 at 30. But we also got a young Miles Jack and Antoine Williams. This is actually going to be a stud of a defense. Tyrann Mathieu at a corner. Jordan Bernstein at number 2. Russell at number 3. Anthony Brown at number 4. So we got young studs on this team, that is for sure. Dijon Gomes, number 1 safety. Kenny Phillips, and then Marquise Christian. That is our team with Graham Gano at our kicker and no punter on the team. So that is the team that we're entering into RG3's last year, number 4. We went 13-4. So did the Dallas Cowboys, though. They are like a dynasty over there. Let's go ahead and check out his stats, and then we'll check his contract. He goes for 4,100 yards, 34 touchdowns, and just 3 interceptions. So he's playing great. Just yardage is pretty low, but I mean, it expected. He ran for 375 yards and 2 touchdowns. Alfred Morris is still our leading back. Devontae Parker, 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns. That is incredible. That is an upgrade there at receiver. Aaron Rodgers is another MVP. I cannot wait to that man. Tom Brady to the Jets, but I cannot wait to Aaron Rodgers retires. Andrew Luck, and then RG3 once again is 4th on the board, top 5 for the 2nd year in a row. Now we go against the MVP of the league, Aaron Rodgers. I should say probably 5-time MVP Aaron Rodgers. Their defense is a little weak. Offense is probably where it's at, but our team is pretty even throughout. So we should be able to win this without a doubt. And we lose by 1.36-35. That explains why Aaron Rodgers is Super Bowl MVP. So we go out again. We are 3-3 in the Super Bowl, and Aaron Rodgers doesn't even make it. It's Carolina Panther against the Cleveland Browns. They actually make a Super Bowl. Browns get their first Super Bowl with Nick Foles at QB. With Nick Foles. Jeez, man. What is the league? What is this league? Now, the biggest question is, did Washington Redskins offer RG3 an extension? So he's got a 3-year? Wait, what? What is this contract? $345 million in bonus? And total bonuses, and that's like a $500 million contract. So he's got 3 years. I've never even seen that. His contract. So we're gonna go ahead and simulate those 3 years. We're gonna simulate 3 years into the future to see if we have any luck on MVPs, or if we have any luck with Super Bowls. We're going to sim to the end of his contract to see if he stays with Washington Redskins. I'm not going to sim year by year. It's going to be a long video if I do that. So we're going to go ahead and sim these 3 years of his contract to see if the man actually wins any kind of award. In 2017, we are in the Super Bowl against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I stopped the simulation so you guys can see here, and we're also going to double check his stats because this team was incredible. 4,200 yards, 36 touchdowns, and only 5 picks, with RG3 hitting 500 yards on the ground. Devontae Parker is being a stud. We also got Matt Collins picked up, Austin Hooper being a number 1 tight end here. So yeah, we made it to the Super Bowl just simming this year. That is crazy. We're going to go ahead and jump in and play a little bit maybe. Actually, let's double check to see if he didn't win any awards in season awards. Oh, wrong one. He didn't. He gets beat by the one and only Aaron Rodgers. We did come third, though. Matt Ryan was second. That sucks. No offensive player of the year. Nope, we are sixth. What about best QB? Aaron Rodgers, number 1 with Matt Ryan, number 2. That is kind of crazy. I really want to know what kind of numbers Aaron Rodgers is putting up real quick. 47, 39, and 1. So yeah, he's definitely easy MVP. That is for sure. We are in the second half. We still up 17-7 with the lead here. Our defense, this is a defensive ball game in the second half right here. They do not score in that drive. 17-7 with 1 minute and 52 seconds left. Can we hold them off? We do. Your Washington Redskins are Super Bowl champs with RG3 with 5 years in. Let's look at some player stats right here real quick. 22 for 29, 310, and 1-1. Wilson did not look that great neither. 1 interception rushing. We couldn't get it down on the ground, but RG3, 7 carries, 4 yards himself. Receiving wise, Devontae Parker became a true #1 receiver, that is for sure. Patterson almost had 100 yards here as well. So did Holland. So it was a contribute from everyone around RG3. And I'd expect them to win a Super Bowl, but I seen it, so I had to stop and show you guys the Super Bowl. So let's go ahead and jump to the next season. Let's go ahead and jump to the next season. Hopefully they can win another one, but we're going to continue until something good happens, or we're going to simulate to the end of his contract. So see you guys there. So here we are in the year 2019 of RG3's career sim. He is 29 years old. I believe he's coming on this is his final year of his contract here. But it looks like he got re-signed. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna go to stats contracts. And he did re-sign with the Washington Redskins' 7-year contract. That will make him to probably to the end of his career, year 15 to 2025. Let's go ahead and check the season stats real quick here. 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, and only 1 interception with 388 yards on the ground. They do not have the rushing attack that they did when they had I forget his name already. Devontae Parker has been a stud. 1,400 yards and 11 touchdowns in his first. Let's see what his stats are through his couple seasons here. Holy crap. 1,014, 16, 14, 14. 100 plus receptions, I should say. Only one with 90. That is crazy. Let's go ahead and look at yearly awards. Aaron Rodgers is still doing Aaron Rodgers things. Derek Carr and Patrick Mahomes. We are 5th on the board. Let's go ahead and check his stats through his first 7 seasons. 30,000 yards, 229 touchdowns to only 40 interceptions. He's rushed for 3,200 yards and 23 touchdowns. We're going to check to see if we've won any Super Bowls, which we did win one that we stopped and looked at here literally after simming. But we're going to see if he won any MVPs here. So let's go. Obviously, we didn't win nothing this year. We didn't win anything last year. And then our Super Bowl run year was right here. In 2017, we did win a Super Bowl. 2018, we had nothing. The Browns actually won a Super Bowl with Trent Richardson. And MVP was Patrick Mahomes. And then Aaron Rodgers has won another MVP. So we're going to go ahead and sim another 3 years to see if anything happens. And then we're going to catch up there. And then we're going to sim another 3 years if he's still in the league or still with Washington, or if he gets released, traded, whatever. So we're going to go ahead and simulate 3 seasons ahead and see any progress. So here we are 3 years farther into the future, farther into his contract. Wow, he's at the age of 33 years old. That's what you guys see right here. He's 33, still a 99 overall. Still a superstar X Factor. And the past 3 years... Holy crap! Well, he's definitely got an MVP off of that. 5,000 yards, 41 touchdowns, and 1 interception, 1 pick back-to-back. Putting up like Aaron Rodgers stats. 43, 32, and then 4, 36, and 3. Also ran for almost 500 yards, 6 touchdowns, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, 400 yards, 6 touchdowns. So, he's up the rushing game like he did in his early on in his career. Let's go ahead and check out his awards here. 7-time Pro Bowler, 3-time league pass rating, Rookie of the Year, 1 and 2 MVPs. So he did reach 2 MVPs in 2020 and 2022. Okay, I didn't know he got 2020 MVP or the 2022. I think it's when we simulated. And he got 2022 Offensive Player of the Year and Best Quarterback twice, 2020 and 2022. Go right here to league history. Check out some of his stats. Oh, they did last year, actually. They actually went and won. He won MVP, and they went and won the Super Bowl against the Jaguars again. Didn't they win against the... Wait, they were in here again? Oh, so they went to 3 Super Bowls. But lost to Andrew Luck in the Indianapolis Colts that year. Then didn't they win one before? Yeah, right here in 2017, 17-7 against Jacksonville. So they won both of their Super Bowls against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So he is a 2-time MVP winner, a 2-time Super Bowl, has been to 3 Super Bowls, and a 2-time winner. Okay, so that's... Didn't expect that. Of course, we miss it in simulating. Go ahead and simulate to end of his contract, because I believe he has 3 more years left on his contract here. Let's go ahead and check it out. So yes, he's got 3 years left on his contract. That would make him 36 years old. And so yeah, let's go ahead and see if he actually spends his whole career here in Washington or if he's going to leave. So let's go ahead and simulate another 3 years, check up, see how everything's going. Here we are at the end of this 3rd and final season. Let's go ahead and check and see if they have redone his career at 35 years old. Getting up there in age, and he's still a 99 in an X Factor. That is kind of wild. Past 3 seasons, 36, 20, and 4. Kind of a bit of a down year, and then 39, 37, and 5, and 37 and 30. So he's been really consistent near the 4,030 plus touchdowns, which is pretty good and even. What about rushing? So he got back-to-back same 407 and 3, 387 and 1, 387 and 0. So not bad. Still we're putting up the numbers that we expected him to. But the biggest question of all is, does he re-sign or did he go somewhere else here? So he has no contract extension. This is through the 2025 season, which is the season that we're in. So this could be his last run here, which we are in the wild card. Yeah, that's crazy. So we're going to go ahead and simulate this game right here real quick to see if we can make it to the next round. So we do make it to the next round. We win 42-38 over the Minnesota Vikings, and we are here in a divisional round against the 11-6 Seattle Seahawks. Let's see if we can go ahead and pull off 2 wins here. Maybe make a trip all the way back to the Super Bowl, and we do not. We lose by 1 point. We even won our division this year. So I guess we'll go ahead and simulate to next, or no, actually we can simulate to the offseason and see if he gets a contract extension or if he goes somewhere else. And no, he is not. He is actually somewhere else. He is in Seattle, a team that, I think beat us. He's going to go to Seattle over Teddy Bridgewater, and the young man, Bo Nix, is... So he retires at a 96 with +2 morale. At 37 years old, 15 years in the league. So his last year, he goes 4,400, 27 and 2. 2 out of 3 Super Bowls. So, he is. Okay, so he finishes his career with 60,000 passing yards. With 452 passing touchdowns. And I believe you probably have around 4,000 rushing yards as well. Because the last time we checked was 35. So yeah, guys, that's RG3's career resim here. So overall, he finishes his career with a 8-time Pro Bowler, 2-time Super Bowl winner, 2-time MVP, 3-time best quarterback, over 60,102 passing yards, and 452 passing touchdowns, and over 5K rushing yards. I'd say that's a Hall of Fame career. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, smash that like button and comment down below who you want to see next.